Hello, good evening, and welcome. You've just entered the arena. I'm Michael Coren, and Friday's show, The Weekend Beckons, but this is a great way to begin the weekend. Right here. Roundup of the week. That was the week that was. A restaurant owner in Hamilton, Ontario, is under attack and being threatened with human rights complaints and litigation because he dared to advertise in his own business that he doesn't serve various foreign foods, halal products, and so on. Yeah, point being, I don't go to a Chinese or Indian restaurant and expect burgers and fries. It seems to me that it's a mere advertising ploy showing that he's a traditional Canadian food place. So what? It's a good idea. Look, even if it isn't, even if he's making some gesture that he doesn't like foreign food and doesn't want people who do like foreign food coming to his restaurant, so what? Don't go. Go somewhere else. Get a curry and get a life. But watch out when you eat a Girl Guide cookie, because the guides are now considering accepting transgendered, no, not trans fats, transgendered girl boys into their ranks. Now, forgive me if I'm a little isolated from reality here, but are there really hundreds, thousands of children who regard themselves as being born into a body of the wrong gender? And are these millions of little people all lining up to join the Girl Guides? Or could it just be a lone neurotic parent of ambiguous sexuality with too much time and money who wants to make life difficult for everybody else because mummy didn't love them enough and daddy buggered off years ago? Speaking of parents, in Ontario, the Liberal government is proposing to remove funding for all C-sections and hysterectomies unless they are medically essential and non-elective. OK, fair enough. But this is the same government that refuses to remove any funding at all for abortion, even though 98% of all abortions are purely elective, often performed because women don't want to change their vacation dates or because work is just too busy. It's odd that, or is it? Now, in Australia, the Prime Minister, a woman, was attacked in a restaurant by an Aboriginal group. She was saved by the cops, and her bodyguard lost a shoe, almost fell over, and was clearly frightened and distraught. The thugs were screaming because the PM had merely said that their occupation camp outside Parliament, you know, dirty tents, the usual stuff, should probably move on at this stage. Echoes of Caledonia, reminders of native threats to close down highways and railways in this country. Remember, child abuse rates are so high in Australia amongst Aboriginals that the Australian Army was sent into certain areas, Aboriginal areas, to rescue little children from being raped by their fathers. Australia, Canada and elsewhere, stop blaming white people for your own problems and stop the violence and the intimidation. Finally, a Muslim man in East London, in England, not far from where I was raised actually, raped a series of women, one of them 15, because they were out late at night, and as he explained, as a Muslim, he was punishing them for their sins. He specialised in what he termed, quote, a double rape, use your imagination, and his burqa-wearing mother is in court for the trial but is not commenting to the media. Now, this comes after a legion of cases in the UK where Islamic rape gangs have attacked young women. Time for another documentary on the evils of Christianity, I think, and the sheer hell of the Crusades. Now I'm off to eat a cookie made in Australia.